From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks. And
he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rolling to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Wide open receiver complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
21. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go.
Herbert now. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Chargers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He gets it to Johnston. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Here's Herbert. Pass out left, finds Johnston. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. These two teams all tied after one. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Lion. Go.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. An easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield then. In the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert on first down now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by baiting the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. Back to throw. Herbert. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Robinson on 3rd down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Off the play fake, Robinson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a pass swung out left to his running. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, Herbert. Open man, here's Foster. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 56 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Robinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Chargers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw is Robinson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being slapped.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's...
There he goes left side. There he goes again. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, a good move at the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Robinson to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
This out quickly to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That is his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Robinson now throwing to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
92 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Los Angeles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.